You're going to hear me clear my throat. Sorry, Above Life channel. It's Bridgette. Nice to see you. Whoa, we're going to do a live stream this morning. I'm going to be psychic for you. I'm going to give you an intro. I'm going to chat a little because, you know, it's my channel and I want to talk to y'all. I did attempt. Let's go here. I'm going to watch my computer so I can see the chat. I'm going to make sure I have the chat enabled. Had to adjust to my sails this morning because I'm having some trouble with my mic, and YouTube is not acknowledging my nice podcast mic right now. It's not very happy with it. So I'm looking forward to having you in the chat. I'm gonna be psychic for you today. That's what we're gonna do on Above Life channel, but I'm gonna chat with you first. So you know how some of you don't like the chatty chat part. So we're gonna have to timestamp it for people who wanna see like the actual psychic part. I'm not gonna channel a celebrity today. I'm not doing that. We're gonna talk for you. We're gonna be psychic for you. So this will be interesting. Okay, so I wanna make sure. Okay, just a minute. Let's make sure I can see the chat. Oh, good, I can. Okay, yay. All right. Okay. So hi. Hey, beautiful ones of Above Life channel. Okay, so a couple of things. This is the holiday week if you celebrate Christmas. This is Christmas week. And if you celebrate solstice, sorry, I know. We're just making do with what we got here, people. Like I said, I apologize up front. I am going to be clearing my throat because it's really cold this morning, and last night I slept with my humidifier on, but it didn't quite do the job for me. I woke up with my lips chapped and my throat dry. So we're gonna light some candles here. You won't be able to necessarily see them, but we'll get some ambiance going. Light the candle within you. There you go. I need you today. I need you. I want to feel connected into my purpose. I have been doing a lot of work over the last week. I have not had client sessions for the next couple of weeks. I blocked my time off so that I can build a structure for 2023 for me, for my work. And my intention is to show up fully in my power, on purpose. And that means I'm gonna be psychic. Now I know that you watch Above Life channel for the cool afterlife celebrity channeling. And the truth is I've been actually a psychic, an aware psychic. I've known that I'm psychic for 18 years, and I've shared that with other people. I've shared my ability to be a bridge to the afterlife, to be a voice for spirit, to be a voice for your intuition. Because the truth is you aren't listening to yourself. You don't even hear yourself. You ignore yourself all the time and you listen to other people. I know because I do the same thing, because it's a human thing. That's what we do. That's what our brain teaches us, right? And it's about time that I think I start leading by example and fiercely be myself. And that means in 2023, I'm gonna be psychic, which means I'm gonna offer psychic readings, psychic sessions, afterlife connection for you to help you in your healing journey, and mentoring and intuitive coaching, all of it. So that's what I'm working on right now. And I'm working on this hair. So let's just talk about my hair because this is a thing. You know, it's something I play with. I think it's a sensory thing. Talk about my hair. Gotta do the hair update. You know how much I love getting my hair cut? Well, guess what? I really got it cut. Do you see that? I wish you could feel it. It feels so good. Look at that. Ooh, it's like way cut up. Way cut up. I love it. I love it. And it wasn't intentional. I just sat in the chair and I said, Amy, we gotta cut this right here. And I said, but I don't want this line right here. And it was low. It was like right here. I said, I want this line right here. I don't like it. And then she said, you know, you got a little cowlick right here. How about I just cut this side up? I said, go ahead. I'm like, ooh, oh, I'm liking that. That looks good. And she's like, okay, let's match the other side. She just flips my hair over this big, my hair comes down now to here, about here. It's just like a big mop. And she says, let's just flip this over. And just, I'm like, yeah, baby, yeah, it's good. I love it. I was informed that it's really short. It's really high and in the back. And I said, yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, nice. So over the course of the last year, so I've been doing some reflection because we got solstice, it's like in a day or two, you know, and it's about really being with yourself and being still with yourself and spending time with yourself, which is not so much fun when you've been in darkness and shadow and you feel you're very alone. Like I have been really lonely. And I'm walking around the house and I'm talking to myself more than normal. And I'm recognizing how much I enjoy my company. Like, I'm fun to be around. And I'm also letting myself feel my feelings, where when I'm really feeling sad, which I am, at times it really hits me hard, I just let myself be sad. And mostly, like, I find that music will help me give myself permission. If I listen to a song, it gives myself permission to stay in the sadness for that song, and then to kind of let it soften. And the key is not to get stuck in it. Don't get stuck in the cycle of the old feeling or emotion of the sadness, because the sadness is serving a purpose. And it is strange. This is probably the same way for you. But I will be doing things and all of a sudden, and I'll be like kind of productive, and I'm like, okay, I'm all right. I can do this. I'm good. I'm okay. Today is okay. It's an okay day, because it's one day at a time. And then all of a sudden, nothing comes at me. Nobody else's, like something is raging up from somebody else. It's just all of a sudden I have a moment where I just feel like I get an intuitive hit. I get an emotional remembrance of a feeling or a sense. And then I'm in a place where there's sadness that's unlocked. There's grief that comes up. And it's not even as much grief anymore of the sorrow of the loss. It's the recognition that I've kind of moved into a state where I'm in the in-between. So I've acknowledged the loss, I've acknowledged the grief, and now I'm in this place where it's kind of a little bit like a holding pattern almost, where getting used to kind of a new reality, you know? And looking at the last year, feeling into the last year psychically, I've had plenty of experiences with my personal relationships where my psychic skills have been challenged a lot. And that has made me question, like, I'm very clairvoyant. Like that's like the easiest gift I think that I have is clairvoyance, the ability to see. Oh, you guys, I don't even know what to do with this hair. It's so awesome. Okay. Seeing psychic sight is the easiest one, I think, because to be super, super truthful, it's easier than feeling. Feeling is hard, and for a long time, I kept my heart very closed and protected. Not closed because I'm a jerk. I'm not a jerk. The opposite. I'm very loving, and I'm very caring, and I want to be connected and deeply connected with people. And for the first time ever, I allowed myself to be, as I have been allowing myself to be more of myself. And the layers of me coming out, and with my psychic gifts, the clairvoyance piece, I've shared, oh, I see this and I see this, I'm like, wait a minute, what's this? And I literally try to figure stuff out like a little puzzle. And I'm like, I can be talking to somebody, and before it used to be very boundaried, like if it was a family member or somebody I'm in a relationship with, I wouldn't be psychic with them, because unless it's like a friend and it's like kind of fun and we're doing something like where it's like, oh yeah, let me look into it, and I will a little bit, and that's it, but not get too deep. Well, this year I totally broke those rules and I got really deep. And the hard part is, if people aren't willing to accept what you know about them, And it's not that I'm like trying to be nosy. It's just that I just know. I just see. And then they're like, oh no, there's no way she could know that. Or, oh no, she doesn't. No, she doesn't know. That's not what she's saying. Like, or they don't even put two and two together, you know? And so then it made me question. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not that psychic anymore. Maybe I'm not that good at it. Oh my God, maybe I'm losing my touch. The truth is, I betrayed my psychic gifts. I believed other people, or their denial, their refusal to feel their feelings or emotions, or to accept the fact that I fucking know shit. And thinking about it now, it makes me angry, so angry. I betrayed myself, you know? And I know that you've had times in your life when you've done that too, right? So now, I'm gonna be psychic. And it doesn't really matter if, like, we're doing a session and you don't make a click, something doesn't click for you, that's fine. I don't expect everything to click. I don't need to be right. It's not about that. It's about sharing the information in the most accurate form that I can and recognizing that I don't have the full picture because it's your fucking life, not mine. It's your life, so live it. Just live it, right? My job is to inspire you and give you some hope by giving you the pieces of information that there's no way I could know this stuff. Where's this coming from? It's coming from you, your spirit, your intuition, your healing helpers, your team. They are telling me, they're showing me, okay? And I'm sharing that with you. And how it fits together is you decide. It's your life. You decide what it means for you. But do not deny it. I let other people's inability to make the connections or their refusal to, like, they just couldn't accept or believe that I knew, I was seeing stuff. I knew that I knew more about them than they wanted me to. How about that? And people don't like that. Especially people you're in a relationship with, because people want some kind of privacy or confidentiality, or, you know, even if you've been in a relationship with them for 10 years, they want their space, you know, which I respect. It's not like I'm trying to be nosy, but when you're in deep relationship with someone and you know stuff is up and your intuition's trying to tell you something to kind of give you information, like give me information so that I know and can make a good, logical, healthy choice for me, I refused to accept it, you know? That's not gonna happen now. That can't happen. If I'm gonna be me and love me and fiercely show up in the world with intent, I'm gonna do it. So, we're gonna be psychic for you today. Wow, that's deep. I know, that's deep stuff, isn't it? It's been a hard year, y'all. Yeah. I've loved and lost and I'm finding my way back to myself. Becoming whole again. In ways that I didn't realize I wasn't, you know? I tried so hard to control kind of the way I am psychic so that it's like mainstream enough and acceptable enough, and that's also my style. Like, I'm very practical. Like, I want things to be practical and make sense, because then what the hell's the point of being spiritual if you're not going to use it in your day-to-day life? If it's not going to help you, come on, what's the point? If you had skills, gifts things that you knew that you could do that would really make a difference for people, why wouldn't you do it? That's the question I've been asking myself. And the question I've been sitting with is, did I betray my psychic self by not believing when somebody said, no, or just kind of dismissed what I was saying? Or did my psychic gifts betray me? Like, that's what I was asking myself. I actually questioned. What I know. That's not right. No. Of course I'm going to help. Of course I'm going to do the job I need to do. Everybody's not always going to like what I have to say, but it's not me saying, I'm not creating the story. It's the imagery, the psychic information. It's however you interpret it. Really, it's up to you, that part. I can help, of course, with that, because I've been doing this for a long time. I kind of know this is what this means usually. This is what this is. But it's really a co-creative experience for you. It matters how it affects you. And when you're in close relationship with people and they deny those things that you share, it's just it's painful. It hurts me. It has hurt me deeply this year. And I fucking knew. I'm like, I know this. And you're acting like it's not a thing. And maybe, just maybe, people are in different places and they just can't handle stuff, energetically, emotionally. I'm very much empathic, obviously. That's probably actually my best gift, or my biggest psychic gift, is the clairsentience, or the feeling sensing of energy, information, and wisdom. That's how you and I connect. You're all empathic. That's how we connect, is the heart channel, right? But that's the most personal channel for me, and that's the hardest one for me to tolerate when I'm in relationship. That's really hard. And so for years I've been very boundaried about trying to control how I do my psychic work, and then in my personal relationships not doing it, and now I can't. I just have to be myself, and there will be people in my life, friends, that will understand that, and there will be people that won't. People that don't want you being in their personal business. But if you're in personal relationship with me, that's just the way it is, sometimes. Not always. But sometimes. And I don't walk around, by the way, knowing everything. That's not what happens. That's not how it works either. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's when something's directly correlated or affecting me in relationship with you, then I know. Then I can know stuff and see stuff. Or if you asked me a question directly and I saw something or felt something or sensed something, I would share that. But I'm not walking around like everybody. I have all sorts of information. I'm not like an Encyclopedia Britannica stuff. Like, I'm not like Google for psychics. That's not how it works for me. I'm usually really good about intentional with how I'm psychic, But when you're in an intimate personal relationship with me, and there's stuff that maybe you're not disclosing or withholding, or something feels off, or I can tell you're not feeling great, or you're not sharing your emotions or something, and that's your right, your prerogative to do that. But if I feel that and you say to me, no, I'm fine, and I know you're not, that pisses me off, because I know. Like, dude, I know, I feel. Okay? And then all of a sudden I'm seeing numbers and I'm adding stuff up and I'm like, this doesn't work. This isn't working. This isn't working. I'd probably be annoyed if I was in a relationship with me, to be honest. I'd probably be annoyed. But the good news is for you guys, if you want to be clients in the future in 2023, I'm doing psychic work. I'm doing it. I'm fucking doing it. No problem. I am not going to channel afterlife celebrities in private session. No, I'm not doing that. That's just ridiculous. How is that going to help you personally in your life? Family members, yeah. Angels, spirit guides, yeah. Not famous people. That would just be taking advantage of you guys. I'm not going to do that. I'll do that for free publicly. Fine. We'll do it in small groups so it's cheap and easy for you to access. But I'm not going to do that in private session. I can make a crap ton of money doing that, but that is not, how is that going to really help you in your personal relationships, day in, day out? How is the practical application of stuff? It's not. I mean, it inspires you, yeah, and it's fun, yeah, but it's for this, for YouTube. It's not for your private stuff. Come on. You have so much more interesting life than that. I know Freddie's great to talk to. I know Prince is awesome. I know David Bowie's great. Marilyn Monroe's great. I know there's so many. Maya Angelou, Robin Williams. They're great. They're awesome. Oh my gosh, Carrie Fisher. She's like one of my favorites. Judy Garland, I want to channel her so bad now. All of a sudden, super into it. So we'll see. All right, so now we better stamp this. I might be on here for a while because you guys are liking my therapy today, apparently. Like I said, there's a lot of energy moving with the solstice. A lot of reflection happening, probably for you, whether you know it or not, is happening. And the holidays, right? Yesterday was a hard day for me. December 18th. It's like 5:30 or 6 p.m. Central Time? I thought I was going to lose my shit. I was on the treadmill and all of a sudden I got a massive psychic hit and I don't know what happened. It also happened a few days before that, like on Friday. I was like, what the fuck is that happening? Weird. And then I'm like, oh, I better zip up my energy. Oh, somebody's trying to tap in, or something's up, or maybe I'm in the wrong genre energetically. Maybe I'm too open. I need to shoo. Not because I'm scared, but because I'm healthy. I'm trying to be healthy and heal myself, right? Like that. It's like when people are thinking about you, don't you wish they would just reach out and tell you that they're thinking about you instead of making you feel all psychically crazy? I don't like that. That part, that bothers me. Okay, so let's have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's have some fun. Let's do some psychic stuff, shall we? All right, I'm going to read the chat. Does anybody have an intuitive question or a psychic question, something that you would like to, like if we were having a psychic reading session or something that you'd like to know about? Go ahead and ask it, pop it in the chat. Let's put 22 minutes for when Bridgette's being psychic for you. Good morning to you. I see you in the chat. Oh, thank you. Good morning, good morning. Message from my love, Tommy. Okay. Okay, so who is Tommy related to Ocean View? Who is Tommy? Can you tell me? Are we talking about a lover, or are we talking about a kid? Because it feels immature. Oh my God. It feels young. Whoever this Tommy person is, they feel young or immature. They may have died young or early on, or there's not connection being made. There's Tommy. It doesn't make sense. Young, okay. Love, young at heart, died too young. Okay, yeah. Doesn't make sense. There's a lot of disconnects in Tommy's life, it feels like. A lot of things left undone, left unsaid, left unspoken. I see a car. What's the deal with the car? I see Tommy in a car. I don't know if that's how Tommy died. That's Tommy loved cars. I don't know what the deal is, but I see like a big car. It's kind of like a big car. Comfortable here. I'm comfortable here, he says. I can feel that energy. Can you respond, Ocean View, so I know? Loved cars. Okay, there you go. There's validation or affirmation for you, Ocean View. That you have the capacity and ability to connect with Tommy. You can send love. Tommy can send you love. The energy of your spirit transcends, and you're always going to be connected. Lots of love to you. Okay, Sil D. Sil. Yes, thank you, Ocean View. You're welcome. Sil D, my grandma passed. Oh, grandma. Oh my God, do you know what I see, Sil D? Okay, remember, Bridget speaks in metaphors, right? So you know what I see? Do you remember Mama's family? TV show. I'm so going to date myself. You might be too young for this. Mama's Family, like Mama as Vicki Lawrence. Like that's kind of the vibe I get. Funny, snarky, sassy. So grandma may be sassy. Is grandma sassy? Is grandma sarcastic? Is grandma one of those people that will say something and you'll be like, wait a minute, did she just really say that? Like she says something plain as day and it's hilarious, but she's being serious? Is that grandma? Let me make sure that I have your grandma, that it's your grandma. Can you tell me so? I'm gonna have to keep my glasses on, you guys. I've had some headaches the last couple days. Oh, I lost connection. Okay, Sil, did you hear that? Did you hear what I said? I said she's like Mama's Family, the TV show, Vicki Lawrence, and where she's funny. She cares a lot, but she says things that are really, her humor is very dry. And here's the thing, it feels like your grandma. Is this your grandma? Tell me if this is your grandma. She says, oh, you're not from the US, okay. It feels like she says stuff very straight-faced, she'll say something that sounds really mean, but it's kind of funny, and she's being serious, but everybody thinks it's funny, because it's just grandma. That's just grandma. Very proper, yeah, but when she says stuff, okay, so Sil, when she says stuff, I don't think the humor thing is going to translate here. I think it's not translating. When she says something, do you guys really go, did she really just say that? Or wait a minute, no. Okay, there's a disconnect here. Okay, there's a disconnect. All right, I'm gonna move on. Lots of pink energy, loving energy, Archangel Hannah energy with grandma. You need to look up Vicki Lawrence in Mama's Family. Look it up online and see, either she looks like her, she talked like her, I don't know. There's some kind of connection there to look it up. All right, good morning, boss lady. Okay, so let me go up here to Laura. Good morning. Woodpecker knocked on my kitchen window twice yesterday loudly. Usually I can guess who it is, but I can't. Laura, it feels like a grandma or a great aunt. If there was somebody that passed around this time, like a December, either a birthday or a passing, it's a woman in your life. It's either a grandma or a great aunt. There might be a name recognition, somebody you're named after or your mom's named after, that's the person that's coming through. Just a hit. It's kind of a lineage thing, a strong, divine woman kind of energy. It's kind of divine feminine, like, hey. And it feels like opportunity. Tuck, 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 tuck. Opportunity's knocking. Tuck, 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 tuck. Opportunity's knocking. You come from a long line of strong women. Knock, knock, knock. Look up, Google the totem animal meaning of woodpecker, because that will give you additional information. Okay, just a minute. Wait. Rhonda, my sister Lori passed. Oh, we have to talk to Rhonda. Lori, our relationship was strained over the years. I tried to repair it. Seems like we just can never move forward. Is there a Cancer around Lori? Rhonda, is Cancer? It almost feels like did she have an illness and then she battled back from it and she was fine? And then something else caused her death, totally a different time? Is that yours, Rhonda? Is that your sister? Yes, okay, all right. But it's like she was battling back and she was fine and then it came back or something like that, right? Is that what happened? Okay, Rhonda, pay attention here now. I'm seeing St. Patrick's Day or Ireland. Okay, so I see like a clover, and it's either March, it might be a symbol of March birthday, or it could be that time of year, or it could be acknowledgement of family lineage, like that you guys are majorly Irish and it's a big deal. What is it for you? Tell me what that is so I know, because that's what I see. And it might be luck. It might literally be a symbol of luck, of good fortune. Did she have kids? Because I'm seeing a daughter, a young girl, and I don't know if it's your... if it's a daughter or a niece, your niece maybe, I see that. There's some kind of a acknowledgement. And I also see an EL name like an Ellie or Elizabeth, which isn't somebody in the afterlife. It's somebody here that your sister Lori is acknowledging. She's looking at the family. She's very practical, the way she's looking at things right now. Remember, in the afterlife, it's a divine mind, so they don't have an ego mind. But when I'm translating through, I have an ego mind, just like you do. And so we try to make sense of what they're sharing with us. She's very matter of fact about her death. Very matter of fact. And there's no like, she's saying like sandpaper, like you guys are friction. But she's like, there's none of that. She's like, Rhonda, there's none of it. There's none of that. There's none of that. She's sticking around the little girl, whoever the little girl is. Yes, she had a stroke after she was diagnosed with cancer, and while she was fighting the stroke and the cancer. Oh, okay, all right, got it. All right, so there's some additional information for you. Go ahead and listen back to that and plug it in where it makes sense for you, Rhonda. Thank you so much. Opportunity, love that, Laura. Yes, okay, so there was somebody else that asked. Okay. Gosh, you guys. Let's go to Stephanie. Stephanie. Hi, honey. Okay. Any messages from my dad, Alexander Gordon Campbell? Okay. I see somebody like a professor, like reading. Did you spend a lot of time sitting in a den or a library, either smoking or having a drink or something? Because that's kind of the vibe I get. Almost like this distinguished kind of vibe, but not necessarily distinguished. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the imagery I get. So I'm like, is he a reader? Is he really smart? Was he like a teacher? Or was he literally, did you have memories of him just sitting like in a den, maybe watching TV or something, or just staring out the window? Was he smoking, having a drink? I mean, that's the vibe I'm getting. I don't know what that's about, but that's the vibe I'm getting. I also see New England. I'm not sure what that's about, Stephanie. I also see New England. My dad loved reading. There we go. He's fancy. Okay. It's weird. I got like a little bit of a Winston Churchill vibe with your dad. I don't know what that's about. Did he like to read history? Was he a historian? Again, I have a New England vibe. New England. Stephanie. Okay, so that's just an affirmation that yes, your dad is near and connected. I totally can connect with you. Do you write? He's showing me something about writing. Do you write? Are you writing or journaling or something? There's some kind of writing, and then I see something about a mom. Your mom, potentially? Your mother, something about your mother. He's acknowledging something about your mother. And I don't know if they were together or not. I don't know what the deal is with the relationship. I'm just saying he's acknowledging your mother. My dad loved reading. Boss lady from New England. Hey, I love New England. Yes, I do. I'd love to go out there again. I've never made it to Maine. I'd like to get to Maine. Yeah, I've been to Boston many times. I love Boston. It's been a while though. No, I don't write, but I would love to. Well, maybe you should. Maybe you should buy yourself a little journal or a notebook and spend some time writing. My grampy sounds like who you just spoke about. Oh, that's sweet. See how things are connected, you guys? What I share for one person, you got to pay attention because there are overlapping themes. That's why you guys are all here at the same time, because we didn't connect this. Like I didn't plan this. I just said I'm going to show up and I'm going to do my psychic work because that's what I'm going to do. And your afterlife people, the connection of the universe and cosmic consciousness, creator, source, God, universe, goddess, bringing all those together. It's like a big, beautiful switchboard. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm in Maine. Oh, hey, I can come visit? Oh, good. Can I come to Ogunquit? I really wanted to go there and I never made it. I'm an author. Hey, Michelle, congratulations. You're an author. If you have a book you want us to read, you can pop it in the chat. I love writers. There's a couple of you on here. I have a couple clients I'm noticing in the feed who are writers. I do a lot intuitive coaching work with people who are writers because intuition and creativity, same diff. It's the same thing, my loves. It's the same thing. Just published my first book a few months ago. Whoop, whoop. If you want to share it in the chat, you can. If you want us to buy it from you or buy it for you or support you. I have so many books from clients. Let me just tell you, I probably have 6 or 7 for people. which is so beautiful. I love that. Love that. Okay. Let me see what else we have. Let's see. Did I miss somebody? Let me just check. Michelle, let's connect with your mom here. Okay, Michelle, I'm hitting on you a little bit. Did you guys hear that Michelle's book is called Royalty of Kentucky? Royalty of Kentucky. Is it a nonfiction or a fiction, or is it like a story, or what is it? It's on Amazon, you guys. Royalty of Kentucky. I'm usually a nonfiction reader, just to be clear, but it's okay. I would buy a book just to support you, Michelle. Okay, Michelle, I'm talking to you and your mama. Can you tell me the first letter of your mom's name so I make sure I'm with the right person? I just saw another comment that I want to really laugh about, but I can't because I know it's serious. Okay, just a minute. Michelle, historical fiction about my great-grandparents. Cool. D. Okay. Did your mom have a sister in the afterlife too? And is it a common reason why they both died? I'm also seeing like a breast cancer or a cancer in the chest area. It could be just a hit, or a reminder, a hereditary thing, or a reminder of taking care of yourself, being healthy. It's a woman's, there's some kind of a woman's energy coming through, very empowering women. Take care of yourself, be taking care of yourself. Yes, breast cancer. Okay. So everybody catch up. Michelle's mom died in a car accident. That's the chest thing. Yes, somebody died, or somebody had breast cancer, probably her sister, because that's who I mentioned. And, pneumonia, it looks like. Okay, all right, chest. All right. The breast cancer thing is interesting, because whenever I see breast cancer, it's tricky, because it can also mean like a desire or need for self-love, not loving self, not taking care of ourselves, putting other people first, being an empath. It's almost like being empathic when we're so in service to other people, it makes us like sacrifice ourselves and fragment ourselves to a point where it feels almost like your psychic system or your intuitive energetic system can be deteriorated, almost like the physical body can be impacted, the immune system gets low, like your energetic system can get low without realizing it, because you're giving so much to other people and not taking care of yourself. Okay, so women in your family, strong women, very much givers, very much go-getters, very much a reminder for yourself to take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself, and also healthy. I'm getting a really strong hit about the breast cancer piece. Please check your breast health. My mom passed treating my stepdaughter. Does she know? What? I don't understand that. Oh, this is a different person. I'm sorry, Michelle. Two different Michelles here. Now I see another one. Okay, so Michelle S., the Kentucky book lady. Okay, you're good. We're good. Tie that in a bow. Check your breast health, please. There's something about that. I'm not a medical intuitive, but something about this. Okay, let's see. Now I'm confused because there's another, and you're laughing out loud. All right. Okay, so there's too many Michelles here. All right, so now I'm switching back to, I wanted to answer this other question. Oh my gosh, there was a kind of a funny, but I think it's serious question. Somebody asked about a psychic detective. Okay, DG, I don't know what your real name is. Can you give me like a couple of letters of your first name? Because it feels weird just talking to somebody with blank initials and then asking me about this really crazy, cool question that you're asking. Do you have can you give me another like... Oh, Casey. Okay, I like that name. That's a good name. Okay, Casey. Oh, I don't want to offend you, Casey. Energetic. Your energy feels strong, masculine, or your energy feels a little, you're strong-willed. Ooh, gender is tricky. I got to be careful about this one. I got to be really respectful because I kind of flow in between myself. You're strong-willed, Casey. I think it would be hard to date you a little bit. Let me just be clear, because you're very suspicious. because you've been burned, okay? Let me just tell you, I feel that. I don't blame you. I'm not digging on you, Casey. You've been burned. You aren't going to be anybody's fool. That's why you're asking this question. So Casey's asking the question, there's a psychic detective who wants to date me. Should I take the leap? Or is he just using me and will it end badly? What is he using you for, your psychic gifts? I don't know. Okay, the fact that you're asking about how it ends suggests that you expect it will. Okay, so maybe the way you're asking the question either brings up your fears about any relationship you're ever going to get into in the near future and identifies the fact that maybe there's some healing left to do. Or it could be intuitive. You could be actually feeling into this person and not trusting them. Do you not trust them because they're psychic? And are you like afraid of that? Like that they might know more about you, or be adjusting the way that they behave around you, what they say to you based upon what they think they know about you psychically? No, they can't know no. Somebody can't know you psychically and then use the information they find out psychically to court you, to date you, to woo you into a relationship. That would be massive karma. That would be so negative energetically that you would be so repelled by that person, even if it would be kind of hot and spicy and passionate at first. You'd be like, oh, this is bad stuff. This is real bad. It would feel like you were making out with somebody under your parents' roof and you shouldn't be doing it. And you're a grown-ass adult. And so that would be an issue. So the fact that you're asking the question in this way tells me that you got some healing to do around relationships. Which, don't we all? Hello, doesn't everybody in the chat have that? Yes, we do. So that's not a dig or anything. It's just, here's the deal. If you're going to enter into that relationship, do it lightheartedly. Don't be so serious. You don't have to marry this person. Whatever. The psychic detective thing is kind of interesting. It seems like it's interesting to you. Okay, so maybe you play around with it and see what happens. You don't have to marry him. Okay? You don't have to jump into a relationship head first. Don't give yourself a concussion, but follow your intuition. Don't be scared. Be lighthearted. And be pragmatic about it. And maybe you might have some fun. Might be worth it. Because you already are planning that it's going to end. Will it end badly? Apparently you're planning for the end already. It's interesting, isn't it? It's really interesting how your intuition comes out in what you're writing and what you're saying already. See? Okay. That's a great question. Thank you, Casey. That was fun. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. You're welcome, my dear. All right. Oh, Liz is asking me about deja vu. I don't know what your exact question is about it. Can I speak about it? That could be a whole video, actually, deja vu. It could be a whole video, I think. I think I'm going to pause that one. It's a good question, but I think I'm going to pause it because I want to really help people personally. Okay, so here we go. I'm still healing from abuse. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to turn my heater back on. We're at 40 minutes. Woo! Let me scroll down here and let me get. Oof, my head's getting a little heavy. When I get a little heavy-headed, that's like an ice cream. It almost feels like an ice cream headache. That's a third eye headache for me. I got to be real careful about this because I wasn't feeling so great yesterday. Again, the psychic stuff has been high for me since. It was a hot charged weekend psychically for me. On Friday was a thing. Oh, man. And then Sunday yesterday. God, last night. From like 2 o'clock in the afternoon until like 7, 8, 7. It was not good. There was one point where I was like, I came into my office. It was totally dark. I shut the door and I just cried. Like I was like, oh, God, please. Please don't let me connect to this pain. Please let this pain go away. Please let me forget, that kind of thing. I know, like, I'm a human. This happens. Like, I feel. just like you. I'm real. Okay. Let's just see if I can see any messages from Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Seriously, I should channel Saint Nick. Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe I should do that. I've had that request before. I should. Why not? It'd be fun. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to scroll up, you guys. Oh, is it a spiritual process? Is deja vu a spiritual process? I think everything is a spiritual process. Every human thing, every even mind thing has the balance of a spiritual component. Do you see? So it's like the contrast of things. It's additional information, and sometimes they seem like they're at odds, right? The spiritual and the mind. The deja vu piece is probably here's how I would describe it in short term. A reverberation, like an echo. Like when you go outside and you go, hey, and then echo, 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 like that. It feels like a reverberation. So it feels like an awareness of a point in time when you might be in more than one place at a time, depending upon how you view time. See, this can get complicated. Time is more of a cyclical process. It's more of a spiral. It's like a sandwich. It's layered. It's not totally linear, but the brain insists that it's linear and the body insists that it's linear because of the expiry date that we have on our body. And so this can get a little complicated. However, a deja vu vibe is definitely a blending of the worlds. It's an awareness of energetic understanding and knowing and connection while having a very human experience. How's that? Okay. I actually had a client recently whose name was Deja. Isn't that cool? Love that, Deja. It's beautiful. That'd be a great name for yeah, that's just the cool name. Anyway, all right. Okay, so let's see. Do they have any more questions here? Let's see. Oof. My eyes are so sensitive, you guys. Seriously, I've had ocular migraines since Friday, off and on. It's just a weird thing. Let's see what I got. Again, this is a reminder you're watching Bridgette on Above Life channel on YouTube. I'm a psychic and an intuitive life coach. I help people in a lot of different ways connect to their spirit, to understand this beautiful resource that you have in your intuition. I actually work with people who are healers, way showers, trailblazers, who want to really build more of a trusting relationship with their own intuition. And so I have the good fortune to be able to work in intuitive coaching with clients like that monthly. I mean, I have clients I talk to twice a month that we work through things as they show up for them while they are then showing up in their work in the world. They could be an NLP practitioner, they could be a healer, they could be a writer, they could be a teacher, they could be a nurse, they could be, I mean, there's just so many different kinds of people I have the opportunity to help connect with their intuition and to hone their gifts, not for like entertainment value, but for the purest connection with self, you know? Like that's the part of God inside you. That's the part of the miraculous, intangible part of life that makes this worthwhile. So you should do that. You should work with your intuition, you know? But in 2023, I'll be doing private psychic sessions. And also I will be sharing some offerings for a service where I will be doing video recorded readings for you, like short ones. So they're not like super expensive. Like my psychic sessions are like $150, $165 for an hour with me, my intuitive coaching and my psychic sessions. So video recorded reading will be shorter and much more affordable. And then you could do it every month. You could hang on to it, listen to it throughout the month, and get really inspired, that kind of thing, you know, like that. So I'm working on it because I'm thinking economy too, you guys. I'm thinking financials myself. Let me just say, financials, I'm getting it, yeah. Wow, that sounds great. Good, I'm glad you guys like it. It'll be awesome. I'll still, of course, do Above Life channel, my celebrity channel. I have a whole, I got a list. that I need to do. Yeah. And I'm intentionally not channeling today because a lot of people have a lot of reverberational energy or energy that is connected to the heaviness energy of depression, of deep like sadness or dark time. And I don't want to stir that up or make it harder, more difficult. I want to inspire and empower your spirit. Not ignoring the fact that we have sadness and challenge and difficulty, but to recognize that we know that that's a natural part of our human life and that we can hold ourselves in those spaces where we allow ourselves to feel our feelings in a safe way and then to release them so that we can then step more deeply into our lives, into our heart space for ourselves, for us. Oh, Quinette, hi, nice to see you, honey. Oh, I love to see your little name, your little screen name. It's so great. Good morning to you. All right. Oh, Michelle's saying barometric pressure fluctuation in Minnesota. Yes. Yeah. Walt Disney. I love Walt Disney. Channeling Walt Disney. No, I can't. You know why? Because financially I can't go to Disney right now. And I'm thinking about, I have a really big milestone birthday coming up in February, and I really wanted to spend it in Disney, and I'm not sure that that's going to happen because I have other things, financial commitments and things happening that are focusing my attention, time, and money. And so, but God, I would really love to be there. Yes. Okay. All right. I think we're going to wrap this up here, you guys. Let's see if I can just get a general. Charity says, do you see a man coming my way for love soon? Thank you. Let's see, Terry. I see Terry making a lot of cookies. That's what I actually see. I see Terry baking. And isn't there like an old adage that says, old saying that says, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach? I'm getting text messages. That is so weird. I just got a text message from my kid. Hey, honey, I'll text you back when I'm done working. She's probably not watching, but whatever. Oh, Terry. So I see you cooking, baking. Okay, Terry, I think you push people away a little bit because you got a little bit of a Hallmark version of romance going on in your head, which is fine. Okay, I love that. I'm very romantic. I'm so romantic. It's not even funny. But don't tell anybody that because, like, I don't want people to know that, you know. But so romantic. Okay, Terry, the Hallmark movies, I think, it's not helping. Make it some cookies. I feel a possibility of you meeting somebody at a gathering or an event where you don't expect it. Like where maybe you're going and helping out one of your girlfriends or one of your friends. You're baking cookies for something. It could be like at a bake sale at school or something at work. But it's like somebody's there that's not directly connected to you, that you don't know specifically, but that somebody there knows, like somebody's bringing somebody else outside. So it literally looks like there's two steps out. So it wouldn't be your friend or your coworker, but it would be somebody that they would bring in. So they're like two steps out from you. That's probably why you haven't met them quite yet. So you need to be doing you and your normal stuff. And I literally feel like I literally see us standing around tables with cookies and food on them. So it feels like a social gathering or event. It could be a 4th of July picnic. It could be a bake sale, a fundraiser thing. It kind of feels like it's a volunteer thing, something like that. So yes, there is potential and possibility. There's always potential and possibility, but yes, there's potential and possibility. Don't be so narrow focused on stuff. Don't just be open to see what happens. Okay? All right. Yep, that's me, Hallmark love. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you. Oh, Michelle Q is asking, is there anything that stands out about me that I should know? You got an archangel vibe around you. It feels like, oh, actually, you know what? It feels like Mother Mary. Wow. It feels like a little Catholic-y kind of vibe. It feels like a Mother Mary. So like the Divine Mother. There's a lot of request for forgiveness or mercy. A lot of energetics of trying to come to terms with things. You're very hard on yourself, my dear Michelle Q. You're hard on yourself. And Mother Mary comes in and softens that energy. She brings a lot of white energy, which is like just like the snow. It's like this purity energy. And then this pink, a little bit of pink, mauve, not mauve, it's very, very light pink. They're correcting me. Compassionate energy in your heart for yourself. And then for the situations that you're dealing with or handling, okay? There you go. Boom, there you are, Michelle. Okay, my beautiful friends, thank you so much for being here. Wow, thank you. I know, see, I'm so psychic, I'm telling you. It's just, it's a thing. So, thank you so much for being part of Above Life channel this year and for entertaining me. Oh, hello from Hawaii. Aloha. Aloha. For entertaining me today while giving me the opportunity to be psychic with you. It's been nice to be able to connect for you, especially during the holiday season. It makes me feel productive. It makes me feel inspired. It inspires my spirit, that's for sure. As I then continue to do my interpersonal work, you know, we're all going to have ups and downs. It's the way it is. Try not to linger too long or make it mean too much. When you have feelings and emotions, be aware of it, especially as an empath. You guys are all empaths. Be aware of your emotions. Don't be afraid of them, but don't get stuck in them. Okay, don't stay in it because you can't figure it out. Emotions are not to be figured out. They're not rational. They are information through your body. They are information to allow you to flow. They're information to help you to heal by acknowledging yourself. Acknowledging yourself. Somebody has to validate you. And guess what? It's not your lover. It's not your mother. It's not your best friend. It's you. Your spirit, your soul, your intuition, your psychic self, your higher self, your team. Validate you. Allow your emotions. Allow them. It's when we hold them back or try to contain them or control them or make them bad or make them good or we decide what they are that it makes you crazy. It's just like my whole story about not trusting myself, like not being on my own side with my psychic gifts. Like, I get to validate me. I know. What I know is wisdom. I know it. Whether or not you can put the pieces together or whether I can put the pieces together for you, whatever. We have to validate ourselves, give ourselves our value. And then we can share in loving relationship with other people. Then we can really show up. We can. And that's when it's really good. That's when it's really good. All right. Oh, I love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, you guys. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, I love the chat. I'll be back here next Monday. It'll be after Christmas. I have to do a Sunday morning coffee too, so we'll see. And I have been on Facebook, okay? I have been on Facebook. I've been on Bridgette Inspired on Facebook. I've been there a little bit here and there. When I feel like jumping on live, I've done that. So I have. And Bridgette Inspired Instagram. Yeah, I've been on Instagram too, so... Yeah, I feel really good right now because I'm doing what I love, you know, and I'm feeling productive, like I'm helping, you know. So thank you. Thank you. I'll try to remember this moment when I'm feeling sad. Okay. for being here. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I hope that I've inspired your spirit and filled you with hope and courage to live your life. It's your life after all, and you get to live it. Just live it. I believe in you, and you matter. You matter. The way you feel matters. Matters to me. I feel you.